Hello, my name is Abraham Kline, and right now I am joined by a gentleman by the name of Jordan Treese. He is a comedian out of Altoona, Pennsylvania, and we're going to get to know him a little bit, but also we're going to talk about an upcoming event in which him and a couple of his friends are going to come by and do a little entertaining here in Saltsburg, Pennsylvania. So,
well, we hope so, right?
We certainly hope
That's
so.
That's the goal,
yeah.
anyway.
So, Jordan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Abraham. I appreciate the opportunity to be interviewed by you, and
Yes,
also, moreover, appreciate the opportunity to come to Saltsburg, maybe spread a little joy and merrymaking.
Oh, obviously, yes. So, first of all, I mean, I know you as a result of, well, we're friends, you know.
Right.
I know you through Imagine Wrestling and things like that, and but tell us a little about yourself, who you are, and, you know, what you do.
Well, my name is Jordan Treese. I am on the wrong side of 35 at this point. I am married. Actually, today is my wedding anniversary. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
I have
All
3 children, and all of that is great fodder for comedy because, as you know, tragedy plus time equals comedy.
Exactly.
So I've been doing stand-up comedy for the better part of 4.5 years now.
Okay.
I'm actually starting to get pretty good at it now, so you're in luck.
Oh, well,
If you would have got me 2.5 years ago, tickets would not have been worth their weight.
Yes. So tell us about, like, why you decided to get into comedy.
Well, interesting. I have always been a fan of stand-up comedy. Actually, when I was younger, there was a A&E evening at the Improv hosted by Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know if you remember this or not, but, you know...
Not really, you know, maybe before my time, I guess.
Well, my house was a turbulent one. You know, growing up, there was a little bit of dysfunction, not that uncommon in the American household,
Right.
but every evening, me and my sister would sit and watch A&E's Evening at the Improv, and that kind of sparked a love of stand-up comedy. Fast forward a few years later, 2017, open mic, I decided, I ain't getting any younger, why not give it a shot? And I've been hooked ever since then, you know.
All right.
And like I said, you know, I'm married and I have 3 children, so I got a lot to talk about on stage.
Okay, sounds good. So tell us, like, who maybe some of your, like, inspirations are. I mean, obviously nobody wants to copy a style or anything, but
Sure.
But like, who are some of your guys that you liked growing up? Hello there over there. Somebody trying to bomb in the interview here.
Right.
But tell us about maybe some of the guys that you liked or girls that you liked in comedy, either growing up or over the past few years, and maybe you know, you liked.
Sure, and I can tell you this, I always am on the lookout for something that's a little bit, you know, avant-garde, something that's a little bit different. Actually, the first time I saw Norm Macdonald, you know, in the early 90s, doing, you know, stand-up, he left a tremendous impression on me. So he's one of my comedy influences.
Yeah.
You know, I also love Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
You know, with, you know, Run Tell Dat was an incredible hit.
Yeah.
And, you know, with his TV show Martin being so popular,
Right.
I went to the theaters actually and saw it, and I remember thinking, like, this guy is, you know, a phenom. Not only is he a great storyteller, just a hilarious human being. So I kind of idolized that, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, at least those two, you know.
Yeah.
And it couldn't be more different. Norm Macdonald,
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Martin
They're so
Lawrence.
different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Martin Lawrence, you know, he's much more, you know,
Right.
and then you got Norm Macdonald, who's just kind of that dry, not dry in a bad way either.
No.
Like, dry and like some people don't always get him. That's the funny part.
Right.
Which makes it even funnier for those of us who get his comedy.
Sure.
But tell us a bit about your style of comedy. I know you mentioned about your family. What is, like, some of the subject matter that I guess that you deal with in, like, your sets that you do?
Well, you know, and I tried to construct all of my humor like this. Like, I don't tell, you know, a bit, as they say in the biz. I don't tell a bit without putting myself directly in the center. So if I'm not talking directly about me, I'm talking about my children, I'm talking about my wife, I'm talking about my own upbringing, or just my observations and interpretations of things that I see around me. You know, maybe, you know, things that are happening politically, maybe things that are happening in entertainment news, you know, but for the most part, my style is very self-deprecating. You know, I'm always going to punch at myself first, and then I might punch up and sideways and maybe down a little. You never know, right?
Yeah.
But first, me. I'm always the first target. So that's my basic comedic voice.
All right, and you know, unfortunately, we couldn't get the other two guys at the show September 17th at the Salt Center, 718 Pine Street is where it's at in Saltsburg. This will be your first time. Have you ever been to Saltsburg?
I've only in passing, never been there to perform, and I am excited.
Okay, a lot of people have passed through Saltsburg, which is which will be a nice new change for people to actually come to Saltsburg.
Stop right there. The buck stops at Saltsburg.
It certainly does. So yeah, September 17th, you'll be there. You'll be joined by two of your good buddies in comedy. Give them your names. Jeff Imler, I believe.
No, Jason Imler,
Jason Imler,
out of
sorry.
Philadelphia. Jason
Yes.
is a very skilled comic. He works with the Polished Comedy Club as the reigning host.
Okay.
So he's also been up New York way. He's done the Gotham Comedy Club.
Okay.
He is a civil litigator by day.
Okay, yeah.
So a lawyer by day, stand-up comic by night. He's got a love-hate relationship with the audience. It's great. He's hilarious.
Those lawyers, they love to do extra stuff during the night.
Yeah. Well, and he has certainly found a niche that suits him well.
Yeah.
He's a great talent and a hilarious human being. Another friend that will be joining us, Mr.
Yes.
Jonathan Preston, who's
Jonathan
from
Preston, yeah.
he's from Bellefonte, Pennsylvania.
Oh, not Bill Fonte.
No, not Belafonte, like
Belafonte.
Harry Belafonte,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
fun to say.
Yeah,
This is
right.
Bellefonte.
Okay.
And he's an interesting character, an eccentric.
Okay.
He's an artist, but he's also a hilarious stand-up comedian, talks about his own trials and tribulations throughout the course of his youth, growing up the son of a preacher through having a special needs child. So he's got a lot of anecdotal humor and some
A lot
really
of life
heartwarming
experience.
tales.
A
Yeah.
life experience. For
Sure.
For those who don't know, maybe give people an idea of what's going to happen. Again, September 17th at the Salt Center, 1718 Pine Street. It'll be 7 p.m. Doors will open at 6 o'clock.
Right.
Tickets will be available soon. We'll get that information out as that comes out. Unfortunately, we don't have the tickets
Sure.
printed yet, and it's in September. But which is hilarious, right, folks? It just adds to the comedy. But anyway, and those will be $10 a piece. But tell us what people can expect when they get to the show.
So what are they going to get for their money?
Yeah.
The way that I see it is, as we have everybody come on in, sit on down, 7 o'clock strikes, me and my comic friends will give you all a very warm welcome. First up on deck will be Jonathan Preston. He's going to do 20 minutes of humor, hopefully, side-splitting humor. Then, we'll bring Jason Imler on. He'll do another 20-minute set. Hopefully, by then, you won't be too worn out. Give you a 20-minute break, let you get some concessions, because there will be concessions
Right, there will
on
be
hand.
concessions.
And then I'll come on last, and I'll do 45 to 50 minutes to an hour, depending on how you feel.
Yeah,
it's up to
yeah.
you, really. I mean,
Yeah.
we aim to please.
Indeed it is. And then, of course, everybody goes home with a smile on their face, right?
And Abraham will be there.
And I will be
you
there.
gotta love that.
Yeah, which will be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see me somewhere around there doing
Right.
something, I guess. But anyway, okay, so that's what people can expect.
Sure.
If they would like to learn more about your other two friends and yourself, what's the best way they can find you and get information about you guys?
Well, you can find both Jason Imler and Jonathan Preston on Facebook, as well as Instagram. I am only in one place, and it's Jordan MT, like being empty inside, but the letters M and T,
Okay.
comedian on Instagram.
Jordan MT,
Comedian.
on Instagram.
That is my only social media outlet. That's the only place you'll find me.
Okay, all right. So there you have it. Jordan Treese going to be doing a show here. It's in Saltsburg, Pennsylvania, at the Salt Center, 7 o'clock on September 17th. It'll be a Friday night. So great opportunity for you and your family to come out. Here's some fun time with some good comedians, local comedians for the most part, coming from all the way from Philadelphia and as close as Altoona. And, of course, you have all your friends from Saltsburg, too. So, anyway,
right.
this has been Abraham Kline here today with Jordan Treese saying, Yins, have a great day.